How do we start this one? Okay, so normally when a Disney animated movie comes out, I'm chomping at the bit to see it.
Yeah, Disney.
Disney animation is my favorite animated studios out there. Lion King, Little Mermaid, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Tarzan, you name it, Aladdin. Fantastic, fantastic storytelling and musical scores and a great thing. And then we saw this. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Doop, doo 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 doop.
So we just saw Strange World.
Yeah, well, listen, I was really upset that last week we didn't get to watch a movie on the ship. And I was really looking forward to something coming out. And I said, oh, crap, there's nothing. There's nothing coming out.
Nothing till Avatar.
Yeah. But actually, this was coming out. That's how under the radar this movie was for me. I had no clue.
I had to tell him, hey, when are we going to bother going to see this movie at all? He said, it's playing?
Yeah.
I said, yeah.
Now, when you're saying, oh, the Cars movie is coming out. Oh, everybody's looking forward to Cars.
Yeah.
All the Disney stuff, all the Pixar stuff, you're looking forward to it. And this was just...
Yeah. And there's a reason for that. I think they knew what they made. Because it's a very pretty film.
It's very colorful.
But the musical score, the story, the characters are all dull as crap.
Okay, the best way I could describe this is... the animation, flawless, but uninspired.
Yeah.
Everything was colorful and imaginative and boring.
Yeah. They have all these fantastical creatures that amount to nothing.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah, you were very creative in making that like antelope-looking thing with weeds coming out of its head, and that looked amazing. But so what? So what?
Yeah.
Do something with it. Make me go, wow! Not just for scenery.
Yeah. And was it just me, or did every single joke and comedy moment completely miss?
Yeah, it's like I know they were trying to be funny.
Oh, I know exactly when they thought we should laugh, and we did not. And guess what? Don't take your kids to this. Your kids will fall asleep in the first 4 minutes. This is not... They have a cute cuddly dog in it. Yeah, okay, great. Dog does nothing in the film. They have this thing that doesn't really have a body or anything. That is it cute? Is it an amoeba?
It's kind of like a substitute for a minion kind of.
Only it's sticky. It's called Splat for a reason, because it reminds me of that toy you used to throw against the wall, and it goes boop, boop, boop all the way down. This...
No, you're crapping all over this movie.
Yeah.
But there's a big audience of pink-haired, nose-ringed people out there that are going to love this. Because this had every super far left agenda packed into this movie that you can think of. Like, every kind of human social agenda stuff. You check all the boxes. Just use your imagination to think of what I'm talking about. Environmentalism. Oh, if you're using fossil fuels, you're killing the planet. We got to live harmoniously with the planet.
They even play a game where they say, oh, here comes a venomous spider, and they go, oh, well, I'm going to kill it. And the other guy says, oh, I'm going to do this with it. And they go, no, we have to learn to live within our environment and get along with everything. We don't kill the creatures. We get along with them. You just call it a venomous killer spider. Guess what? You're dead. The venomous killer spider just killed you while you were trying to get along with it.
It was also kind of paint by numbers, because it was the story of the father wants his son to be just like him, and the son does not want to be like the father. He wants to blaze his own path. But then the son has a kid. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen? Well, he's going to want his son to be like him, and he's going to realize later on that he's just like his father, trying to force his son to be something that he isn't. We've seen it a million times, and you know exactly that is the story of this movie from the first 3 minutes.
Yeah. There was no surprise. There was no story. This was garbage.
Well, no, it wasn't garbage. It was very frustrating though. It was a well-made bad movie.
Well, then it's garbage.
Well, there's going to be a lot of people out there that aren't as critical as we are. They might watch this and they're going to say, "Well, yeah, I see what you're saying, but it was still an okay movie."
They would be wrong. Like I said, I'm so tired of giving people passes on movie making nowadays. I mean, Disney, what are you doing? Your TV series all suck. All of them. And now your movies are beginning to do exactly the same thing.
Oh yeah, this was a big miss. This is a get won't go broke, uninspired, unworthy of the Disney
But
name.
see, I don't mind. Like, people are going to right away. They're going to come out because the. See, they're already attacking us. Okay. You know, a lot of the bad media guys that are out there and that are going to jump all over this movie because there's a main gay character in the plot. And that has nothing to do with this review. They're boring. The story is boring. I don't care that he's gay. I don't care that the father gets along, the mother gets... I don't care any of that. The story is boring. Write a good script.
Yeah, but they thought including those things in this was what was making it a good script.
But it's not. Because people want interesting people, characters, and story.
That's not what these companies understand anymore.
They
They think that if they're preaching to us, then
we'll
it's
like
a good
it.
movie.
And guess what? You're garbage. You're writing garbage. Write some good scripts. It's not hard.
What was the social agenda message in Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Or Star Wars.
Or Terminator?
Or Jaws.
Okay.
Or E.T.
All of those epic movies, okay? They weren't preaching at you. They were giving you a good story, a good adventure, lots of action, cool lines. This had none of that.
Memorable characters. And you notice we mentioned different categories of movies? Doesn't matter. Story, characters, drive, plot, and success. And they're not doing that anymore. They cannot write interesting characters anymore.
Because they're coming out of university with their writing degrees or whatever it is, and they were already told, listen, if you want to be a good writer in 2022, you have to talk about only these things, which are issues. They don't know about story and adventure.
Well, Bob Iger just took over Disney again. And one of the first things he should do is fire everybody in Disney Animation who wrote this, had anything to do with writing this thing. He should also fire everybody at Pixar who had something to do with Lightyear. Because that was garbage too. That was a boring plot. Space Rangers! The story of Space Rangers! And it was a boring, boring plot. Boring.
How bad is it that Disney and Pixar released movies this year and Sea Beast was better than all of them?
It's becoming bad. They keep on saying, "Oh, this is the worst year for Hollywood in a long 25 years." Yeah, because you're writing garbage and you're putting garbage out there. It's not that why are movie theaters going bankrupt? It's not because of the movie split. It's not because of COVID. It's not because of the expense. It's because there's nothing good to see.
We have a movie channel. You know why we have a movie channel? Because we like to watch movies.
Yeah.
We go every week when we can. And no kidding, we were in our seats for 15 minutes and we were waiting for this movie to end.
Yeah.
We just wanted it to be over.
In fact, we were waiting for it to start. Okay. What would you give this movie? That's a tough one.
It is a very tough one because it's not complete trash because it was well crafted, well made, with the paint and everything. So
it was pretty.
It was pretty.
That's it.
It was, the voice acting was fine. I'll give it a 5.
Yeah, maybe a 4 for me. I mean, they have moments in this where the dog's being taken away by this creature up into space, and the music that's going is just this la 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 la, and you're supposed to be feeling a little bit of dread for the dog being taken away, And the music, even the music doesn't match what's going on the screen.
It was very adventure-y music.
But at the wrong time.
So what do you give it then?
4. And you're lucky you got a 4. You're
When was the last
lucky you
time
got a
gave
4.
A 3? You gave a 3 to something recently. I said that wasn't a 3. Is this worse than that movie? Whatever that was?
Whatever that was. You'll have to look back and look at it. You know what? It's just, I am just so disappointed that this is my Disney animated movie this year. Because if you put this up against Aladdin, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Cars, anything, any of them, this would be a 0. This does not compete with a single one of those movies.
Our last gasp, I think, will be Avatar. Like, what happens if that sucks? Like, that was one of my favorite movies ever.
Yep. Well, if that sucks, you're going to be seeing the name of the movie channel change to We Hate Everything.
We'd be good at that.
Yeah. Lately. Although there were some movies we liked. We liked Weird. We enjoyed that movie.
It wasn't at the movies.
Wasn't at the movies. Should have been. Would have been a lot better than this garbage.
Don't fail me again.